This is all speculation. I love America, but my brain is cooking. And, these are just thoughts. Now, I'm not a person that keeps up with a lot of worldly things. So this is why I can totally be wrong, and just have a lack of knowledge. The Bible says people die from a lack of knowledge. And, when you're talking about, big things and, you know, because when you say things, other people might do things. So the Lord kind of warned us that your tongue is the most deadliest weapon there is, not the pen or the sword. See, people say the pen is mightier than the sword. That pen don't mean nothing compared to what you say. See, what I say can control what you're going to write down. Get it? So your pen is not more powerful than the words. What you believe upon. You could be told a fucking lie and then sign off on people getting locked up or in trouble or hurt. And you just hurt innocent people because someone told you. Now, let's get on to this little short video. All my life, I've been like everyone else living in America. Most of us are too busy to pay attention to everything. Some of us are fortunate enough to have parents that made us actually pay attention to worldly things or, bigger things than just what's going on in your fucking neighborhood. And the ones that don't, the bigger picture or whoever the biggest doing things is who people know, Like, for example, Venezuela seems like it's literally about to be under siege by America. And Trump, or maybe not Trump, because like I said, pen, mighty, sword, very mighty, but even the president has to get information. He's told things. And then he takes his pen and he signs things. And then people do things. So, I ain't trying to blame him. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're right. So like I said, as a man growing up, I always, in my mind, have Colombia, maybe like Brazil, these certain places are known for drugs, Like Colombia has always been the capital of cocaine. Everybody knows it. They make movies after this shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm sure there's a lot of different places down there that are trying to get their money too or whatever. Now, Venezuela, I've heard of that place. I've met certain people from there a little bit, not really. But, it's on a radar of, if you say the name, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's a place in South America, I'm one of those people. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't know what they really look like, but they've made enough impact in the world to be known in my mind. And they're not known in my mind. When I hear Venezuelans, I don't think fucking Colombian drug lords. Oh, that's why I use the word Colombian drug lords, because Colombians are known to be drug lords. Not all the Colombian people, but the motherfuckers that's running shit, you know what I'm saying? Now, I could be wrong, because like I said, I don't know much about cartels and all these things. I only watch shit like everybody else or hear things. And, it's not called cartels with an S for no reason. So we can't just blame, Cuba or Colombia or fucking wherever else. El Salvador. That El Salvador. We can't just blame one group of people when it's, it's not. And, good morning. Like I said, I'm not trying to blame anything. Now, let's jump on to what I'm getting to, because I gotta go to work. like it's on the news now. Like he's literally talking like these people did something or they're being investigated and massive amounts of drugs is being brought on here. Like there's literally about to be a drug war again. Like, like the 80s against the black people, and they locked all the black people up, even though we didn't have any manufacturing, planes, land to do the shit. And they never, ever can catch the people we work for. You tapping phones, you this and that, but you never get the big dogs. You get it? But I guess we're past those errors because my people we're learning. It's a setup. You're going to do your thing for a while, then you're going to go down, and the niggas that you work for, they're going to choose someone else, and then they'll do the game all over again. You know? And the more my people stop doing it, the more, their own people will start doing it again. Well, they've always been doing it. The less we do it, the more you get seen, and then now people can stop blaming us and saying they're the biggest drug traffickers in America, even though you have no choice but to connect to drug people that actually make the shit, because you're just niggers that live in cities. You know what I mean? But nobody big ever gets caught. You never hear of El Chapo that's been poisoning the fucking hood for years get caught. You get it? Only the Stooges. And that's what you call good planning and leadership. You know what I mean? I don't want to hate on them for being good leaders and keeping themselves to the gangster rule of gangsters move in silence, and you let the little jabronis talk that dumb shit like, you know who I am, I'm a real one, I'm a gangster. Real gangsters don't even say that shit. They want you to think they're fucking plum. They want you to think they're goofy, so they can continue doing what they do best. Get that fucking money and support their family, you goofy ass niggas. Anyway, so as this thing's going off, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, why are we beefing with these people? I mean, if it truly is what they say it is, I can't say, even if it's not what they say it is, I can't stop them. They're gonna do what the fuck they want to do anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a realist. Everybody can say, oh, you're doing wrong. How you gonna stop them from doing it? You gonna vote? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna say, oh, boo, that's bad, you bad. They're gonna look at you and just like that. What would the general of the War Department? We don't have a Defense Department. Big Dog said, nah, dog, he's the War General. Salute to the War Chief. You know what I mean? Trump is a gangster, bro. He's the funniest and fun president I've ever seen. And I don't want to say that and I'm happy to, like the victims and shit. I'm sure y'all are like, wait up. What are you saying? Nah, but he's raw. Like, Trump is literally this is like watching soap operas and shit now. Like, a lot of things are going on, and I really wish I did know. I hope they do figure out what's going on and let us all know. Because I don't like speculating, But it's really going to be something to watch this story develop. And, because I'm like, they're pushing this, they're pushing massive amounts of drugs into the United States, and, I could definitely see that, being a tool of destruction for people that hate your fucking guts for the things you've already done around the world, and say, we can't beat these people because they're so far away. So we're going to do the old school God trick to them. If I get you to defeat yourself, if I get your people immoral and useless and idiots and a bunch of junkies, I can destroy you from the inside. I'll watch you destroy yourself from the inside. And then when you're weak, we'll just come by the droves. Like Christopher Columbus and them. Like the Vikings tried coming here, the Africans tried coming here, the Europeans tried coming here. Everybody came here by themselves. and they got that ass beat. They got sent the fuck home on stretches. And then they all realized we can't take that place by itself. Not one of us is strong enough. Not one of our nations have enough money. You have to use all your resources just to go over there. And if you lose, well, you got enemies, dumb fuck. You better make sure you got something to go protect your shit. So that's why everybody has a claim on this. That's why you have multiple nations. This is why it is what it is. You people think it is the way it is because multiple people didn't come claim different parts of the land. It's because it took multiple nations to come take this shit over. Just like it'll take multiple nations to come take this shit over. And since no one can come here and defeat face straight up, well, it means it would take a joker, you know? It would take somebody that knows how to get everybody to turn on each other and all this other goofy shit. And then everybody's lost, and then don't realize you got enemies all around you because your foundation is being a bunch of different nations that came here to take one person's shit. So, you know, a lot of your enemies look like those nations of people so they can hide amongst you and grow their numbers and grow their numbers and grow their numbers. And when Order 66 is given, so, you know, that's just me thinking, you know, like as a man that's not on the receiving end of the winning side, a lot of I've come to understand why when you are faced with eradication, you throw out the war rules. You know, you're like, yo, if we don't do something to keep ourselves alive, you know, we're gonna not exist anymore. That's not right. I gave up. I surrendered, and they keep pummeling me. So maybe I should start doing drastic, crazy shit because I'm not going to exist in the next 50 years anyway. See, this is the type of shit that overpowering people does. You will overpower some people so much that eventually going out in a blaze of glory is all they got left. They're like, you're trying to eradicate me. So I'm going to fucking wow out, and I'm not going to just go crazy. No, I'm going to systematically plan and wait and plan and wait and plan and wait and plan and wait because there is no defeating you. There's only bruising you. And sometimes, see, my motto all my life, because I'm not a warrior, beef starter, you know, but I am a defender. I will stand up for myself if necessary, and I will run for my fucking life if necessary, you know? And the one thing I've always said to my enemies that want to fight, and it works all the time. Not all the time, I had to fight a couple people, but I've always told niggas the truth. You think this is about being cool. You want to be cool. When we get in this arena, I automatically win because I'm not fighting you to beat you up. I'm fighting you to let you know you're not going to just push me around. As long as I touch your fucking face, as long as I get to touch you, I don't care about beating you. You need to know I'm not them. You're not going to walk all over me. You've already defeated me. You're not walking over me. You know, and then once that's in you, you don't care about losing. You only care about that person getting the point and fucking them up so bad that they remember you forever, you know? You gotta scar them really bad. You might lose the fight, but you're gonna break their thumbs or something. You're gonna cave their fucking lung in or something. You're gonna scar their fucking head. You're gonna do something so bad that they're always gonna remember you through time. Everyone next to them are gonna remember you from time. You're gonna be the legend. The motherfuckers that stood and went down on their fucking ship. And it seems like there's a lot of things going on. And I'm really like, I love being in America, and I love power, and I think we gotta like ease up a little bit, bro, but I'm nobody. You know? I'm just a man that's trying to, you know, be safe and hope for the best decision making that will, you know, The days of lying about shit is almost over. Everybody need to just come clean with some things, we all know certain secrets will be held until they're forced out. But for real, a lot of the world is sending everyone home, and then all these things are happening around different countries. So it's like, people be safe. Learn your neighbors, actually get to know people. Yeah, I'm going to end with this statement too. I'm watching something this morning, and they're talking about that Somalian senator and how like her people stole $8 billion, and then this guy was like talking about vetting people to come here, and you got to go through the process, and you know what I mean? Look, we let them in here so fast, and that's why we right? And then I thought right away, I said, yo, first of all, if a motherfucker don't like you, my plan is to become your pet, suck your fucking ego dick, let you get souped up like I'm under you, and then rock you from behind. I'm like, did people forget that's how the fuck you do shit? And then I said, oh, she just got caught with $30 million in her bank account. In 3 years, she made $30 million being a senator. Oh, okay. Well, didn't they vet her? She said herself that she's been in the United States since she was 6 years old. Some worse shit happened in her country, and then we brought her here. She grew up here since a child. How long do you have to vet somebody and then them feel, like, I don't want to betray you? Betrayers betray. Like John Wilkes Booth, that white man that shot Lincoln in the head. Betrayers betray. So you could vet somebody for a lifetime. If you give that person a reason to betray you, or someone says to them, I'll take your fucking life, or I'll take your family's life. Some people are not strong enough to take one for the team and say, my family's not more important than giving up the secrets that'll make multiple families lose. You get it? So it's like, people with this vet system, like people, you gotta do this. Listen, man, what the fuck you talking about? You ain't God, dog. Like, even God had a traitor. Jesus had a traitor. And God and Jesus sat right in front of their face and said, you's a liar. You're gonna betray me. You're weak. I can see it in you. You're gonna fold for some money. All love, all praise to the Most High.